Hello and welcome to Word from Your Mother. I am back. I've already put out a Celtic Cross earlier, and I came back with this is going to be a usual suspects, just your general 5-card spread. We talk about whatever comes out. And I have been going ahead and laying it out, and this time I got the summary at the bottom, and I thought, oh, I'll put it down too, because why not? And maybe that time I'll remember it, right? So I see the sense of that. And I'm still doing the flipping the 2 cards on this. And you've got the High Priestess and the Empress. So you're sitting in hot, you're shitting in tall cotton, you know? That's what I see so far. I mean, that was pretty simple. And you're hard at work. And you're shifting the energy. You're going to stir things up. You want some variety. You want to change it up. You're an adept. You're going to conquer your self-doubt. You're going to step out front. You're going to put your best dress on. You're going to make the world see you. The world's going to see you. Your happiness, you will be happy. 2 of Swords. Attention. Red flags. This says that there are some chinks in your armor, some flaws to your theory, some problems. Okay? And you need to ask yourself inside what you really want. Is that what you really want? Because this at this point is a potential, okay? Because it's the 2 of Swords. You just won't see something about it. You need to consider your options. There is a decision to be made, and this is a red flag. It says it's a red flag. There's a red flag on your 10 of Cups, okay? How much clearer can I be? And then we got Apple. Temptation will test you. Oh, a red flag on your temptation. 5 of Swords. Fight, 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 fight. Shifting your energy. You work too hard for this. You're not going to get caught in that game. Temptation. Queen of Swords. 4 of Wands. Celebrating. Supported. You love your family loves you, you win. We had a lot of 4 of Wands yesterday too, and it was going to a old reunion and get together. Red flags at the get together. You're too hard for this. You're tempted. So, okay, so yesterday you went to the reunion alone. You got in a big fight. 5 of Swords. You went to the reunion alone. And you ran into an ex-boyfriend, tempted by an old flame. There's your red flag. I don't know. Why would you just pour gas on a fire? But archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Maybe. You do have a deep knowing, and you're going in as the Empress, right? Sensual is the first word. The Empress is divine feminine, sensual, beauty, motherhood, pregnancy, nurturing, creation, fertility, beauty, and art. King of Cups underneath of it. Working hard. You're making something work in the world. So this is a new beginning. A new beginning with the new people that will work with you. The end of a chapter, achievement, success, a sense of belonging, which we did not have in the last reading. You always left out. And here we have a sense of belonging, accomplishment, integration, wholeness, fulfillment, and travel. So here we have a new beginning with people of a like mind. And your determination to be happy, and you see the path for it. Does it come out of the temptation? I don't know. I think you're putting somebody behind you. I do think. And they don't want to go. 3 of Swords. You're double taking yourself, man. Picking scabs. Grief, disillusionment, sorrow, depression, heartbreak, misunderstanding, loss, and tears. So you're taking it pretty hard. Who are you without them? Well, you can stop being a... You two didn't like my title for the last video I put out, so stop being... Pick yourself up. Stop picking that scab. Stop finding all the can'ts and force yourself to figure out a couple of your ways to a couple of yeses. Force yourself to figure out a yes. You can't solve it all. You can't solve it all. God knows it's overwhelming. Find one yes. Find one yes. Because your heart's broken, and that's where the devil's living right now, just tormenting you, picking scabs, laughing at your grief. But you have a deep calling. You've taken this, you do have really deep feelings, and you've taken this really hard. This ending has been really hard. And you've got to save yourself from this. Only you could stop this wallowing, right? Stop picking that scab. Find a yes. Be mindfully present. If you can't be, if there's nothing to be happy for, and God knows there isn't, mindfully limit the amount of time that you will tolerate. Okay, that's enough of this thinking. I've got to go do laundry. I've got to feed these kids. Oh my God, have you smelt the baby? Okay, you've got shit to do. You've got shit to take care of. And put an end to it. Be mindfully stoic. I don't know. I don't know how to... Just keep rerouting yourself. Every time you find yourself slipping off that edge into the depression, pull yourself up out of it. You know, you shall not pass. Not right now. Set a time. Set a limit. Get control of it. I'm sorry you hurt so bad. It's been awful. Know that you're pretty great. You're pretty great. You don't give yourself credit for a lot of this, and you just keep... But you're overthinking everything. You're bogged down and you're trapped in your misery. You're focused on what you lost, and I know. But try to help yourself move through that. Try to get it out. Okay. And now we're going... And now we're going to be clarifying with the old style tarot. So show me the Eight of Pentacles. It's Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you can do it. You're more balanced. You keep rocking yourself off balance. You're keeping yourself upset much more than you are. It's not as bad as you think it is either, because here's the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. There may be a little mayhem running around, but it's not as bad as you say. And it's just chaotic. It's chaotic, but nothing really bad. You won't see that the happiness is more acceptable than you're being too judgmental. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Give them a break. It's all that they did, everything they could. That, you know, take it for thank you. Take it. Take the help that they give. Give them a chore. I don't know what it is. Your employees, whatever. Thank them. Be grateful. They're doing the best job that they can. Nine of Swords. Oh my God. Yeah, I think I see a little bit of perfectionism here. That you're asking too much from them, and it's not as bad as you think. Didn't you have a time when you didn't know how to do it too? Be empathetic, be kind. Page of Swords. Be patient. Tempted. What are you tempted by? I don't know what you're tempted by. Show me the Four of Wands. Happiness after misery. Right now. Eight of Pentacles. You're hard at work. There you are, hard at work. Focused right now. It's not that bad. Temptation. It's not that bad, but you think it is, and so you're tempted. There's the devil. Not that bad, but you think it is, and so you're tempted because there's a chink in your armor and the devil's got in there. The fool, wanting to break you up, gonna pry you loose, gonna pop you out of a situation that isn't as bad as you think it is. Oh, and then you'll be a fool. Won't you look like a fool then? That's the devil. But you're not happy. You're not happy. Temptation. The devil tempting you. Brand new beginning. At the end, the beginning. To finally see your dreams coming true. But it's actually the ending of something that wasn't that bad. And so do you give up something that's not that bad for something that is ultimately worse because the devil is, ha ha ha, I win in the end. You feel me? Justice. Does the devil force your hand and make you think? Does your ego, 4 Pentacles. Let me look at this. 6 of Pentacles. Page of Swords. I think you take it into your head to find a great dissatisfaction with your current situation that's not that bad. There's minions, but it's not that bad. And so the devil kind of, won't you be a fool then? Won't you be the fool then? If the devil can convince you that you're worth more than you are. So you cut off your nose to spite your face. Right? With the 8 of Pentacles and the devil. Because you work too hard for it, but it's pride. You're acting in pride. And you move forward in pride. Which, I know you're working hard, but it's pride that's leading you. So you're going to force your way. And so you choose something that ultimately I think you're going to find is really going to make... So the devil tricks you into making the wrong choice and you end up worse than where you were. Which wasn't that bad. Page of Swords. Hey! You know? Oh, that's the worst kind. When it's your fault. You know? When you ultimately put yourself in a situation that is worse because of your own choices. It is directly a consequence of what you chose to do and acted on. And it breaks your heart. And it keeps you trapped there. 2 of Wands. A choice is coming to you. And I've been seeing well, you have to make a decision. Okay? But it's a choice. And what I have been seeing is that there will be one more opportunity to change something. And it's coming toward you now. There's the devil. Doesn't want you to see it. Remember the distraction, the constant, endless distraction. To not see the truth, to not discuss the truth. And garlic for vampires. And to not see... It's an opportunity. But it may look like the end of the world. The Hierophant. You do not have permission to do this. Don't ask. This is a change of rule. Do as I say. The choice. Will I do as you say? Will I choose you? Will I choose to do as you say? 10 of Swords. Because your way has hurt me. There's the 3 of Swords. Will I continue to tolerate you at all? Because you hurt me. Doing it the way you said. Oh, girls. Girls, look here. Remember, I told you the devil. The devil is the Hierophant's best friend. This is two faces of the same dude. He wants you to keep on deluding yourself, to keep on obeying him. And it's not done nothing but break your heart. Okay. And then we got the Hanged Man on the bottom. What have we learned about scoundrels that have beautiful faces? Okay. The Mythic Tarot, it's dark and hard to see. Come in a purple box. Grimm's Fairy Tale version kind of stuff. Commentary from the gallery. The Ace of Pentacles. Beware the gifts of monsters. Five of Swords. Fight, 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 fight. It's a claim on you. It's a constant obligation to expend your energy to give back. But you're not. This Ace of Pentacles. You need to know very, very, very well and very clearly. Transparency is a must. What is attached to this Ace of Pentacles? How long is it going to last? What is it supposed to do? And how soon? What is your obligation to it? Okay? Because next to it is the Five of Swords, which is manipulation, mind games, lie, win at all cost, and a sore loser. Read the fine print on this miracle. Page of Cups. Don't give yourself away. You know, my resource is so much greater than what you have to offer. So you give more because you're worth less. No. Ace of Swords upside down. They will be lying. That's not telling the truth. They are not going to tell you the truth about the true value or their ability to fulfill their end of the bargain. This is transactional. They pay with lies and blah, blah, blah. You pay endlessly with small cups of servitude served up as love. Small cups of love served up by servitude and caretaking. Because you are worth less. Your worth is small. Your giving is endless. You bow to their resource. Six, seven of, I don't know what that is. Seven of Wands. You're going to meet their mojo with yours. I'm going to cut through that bullshit. And the Hanged Man. Learning your lesson. That's the second Hanged Man up here, right here too. Hanged Man. Learning your lesson. The Page of Pentacles. Learning your value. That's your lesson. That's your challenge, is to learn your value. Your lesson is to learn that you are an empress. To feel it, to be it, to breathe it. It's in the coil of your ringlet, for Christ's sake. It's in the glint of your eye. It's in the sparkle in your tiara. You are an empress. And that's your lesson. And then we got Mighty Mouse. King of Swords, gaslighting, verbal word vomit, vicious. There's going to be one hell of a big fight in today's reading. All right. Word vomit, the Empress, and this one wanted to be up, and the Knight of Cups. this is going to be really confusing. I mean, they hate you with the same mouth they love you. Okay? A big fight, a big emotional fight. And yeah, I mean, love and hate from both parties. A big mess. I'm telling you, I said this in the today's earlier reading. Conversations that were exchanged between the two of you in love will be used against you now in hate. Big fight. Big fight. And once again, Empress trumps King. He's butthurt. You're glad to escape with your life. You're like, I'm never doing that again. You have regrets. It's time to go home, clean up, and repair. Recuperate, repair. No more playing the game. It's also the Five of Swords again. To stop damaging yourself. To withdraw. For the Knight of Cups. True love may be coming to you. A new love may be coming. But I would like to see you as this is you loving you. To see yourself friendly. To be friendly when you look at yourself. To look at yourself with a forgiving eye. To love yourself. But you just want to think about dude. That's what you do. Well, maybe you can turn that benevolence toward yourself more as you distance yourself from him. Or keep it for all I care. But you need good boundaries. You need good boundaries. Dude has hurt you. And then we got the Disney thing. Alright. Advice. Just, alright. Oh, upside down. And there's another one. Upside down. Three more. Okay, that's the Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups. You are not having no more of his shit. He's not welcome at the court. He's not allowed to come over. You look toward your future. I'm going to draw more. You're not going to be trapped back here in this past here. It's not as bad as you thought it was. A lot of shit went on, a lot of drama, a lot of circus, and well, there's the minions. Okay, this is really small troubles when you look at it. Okay, when I said minions, I was seeing little flying monkeys, and the little hokey poke through traveling toward yes. Okay, you're traveling toward yes, and little minions are hokey poking your progress. That's what I meant. It's not that bad. But you just can't see it that way. You cannot see it that way at all. You're miserable. Your heart is empty. And your patience has gone. And there's been a attempt to reconcile. I don't know from who. But you're not looking favorably on it. Ten of Pentacles. Everything is nice and calm since you've been separated. You separated yourself from this chaotic, no. Hermit, yes. Everything's been nice and calm since you withdrew. And this is a brand new start. The Sun. I think you're going to go with you. I think you're just going to stay with you. Maybe a new job. And that could be it too. You change jobs and you set up whole new rules, whole new expectations, whole new things to torment yourself with, whole new things to be obligated to. Explore that Ace of Pentacles and you know exactly what your obligation to it is. Because you've got stuff to do with your time. You've got things you want to do. And you don't want to commit to hidden obligations. To things that never end. To you that never gets to come back. You. black cat, kitty cat. Oop. Nine of Swords. There's a monster under your bed. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of this shit. It's not real. You are more frightening than anything that's not there. Eight of Swords. You just torment, like I said, you're picking a scab. You're tormenting yourself with your own ideas of catastrophism. It's not as bad as you thought. It's not as bad as you think. Have a heart. Stop being a perfectionist because you can't get it. That shit's not real anyway. Take yourself off. If you got to be alone more, then be alone more. Okay? Do it for them. I think you should believe in yourself more. And this is also self-discipline, like I was talking about, putting a time limit on how much you can do this doom and gloom, Debbie Downer shit, because it's not working for you. You need to limit it, and to clean the house. Wheel of Fortune. It won't always be this way. It won't always be this way. Love will come again. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. You're still fighting. Still fighting. Before I take you back, you're going to listen to me. No, I ain't listening to you. Okay. And then do we have last summary from Spirit is what won't you see? What about the Nine of Pentacles? The Emperor. You ain't never going back to being his stepping picture. You will come and go as you please, or this won't happen. But I think this is also saying you're going to hate this. You're going to hate this. But that's part of what he liked about you to begin with, was your independence. And that this isn't going to end. You just, I don't know, you're like two little alphas. And he doesn't have a clue about how hard this has been on you, or how close to Karen you are. Okay? And he thinks it's cute. Oh, look at her. You know, he has no real, he can't. The only one that can be in your depth is you. And that the very best way to keep this relationship is to be queen hot, controversial, crazy, queen hot, sexy pants. Okay? But they're pushing you into berserker Karen. I mean, you don't feel right about that because you gave it up. You became, instead of queen hot, sexy pants, you became Mother Nature. And you're angry. You're fixing it. There's a tsunami back there. You just don't see it coming. Nobody said, I don't know where it happened. It's a mystery. 1812. And it's going to wipe out everything. Right? And ultimately, it's your insecurity about this. Now, I don't know. You picked him. What did you pick? You picked something relative to your insecurities. And then you thought you could become a caretaker. Dude likes queen hot, sexy pants. I don't care what he says. So why don't you go back to being queen hot, sexy pants? Because you were more truly yourself then than you are now. But if you were queen hot... Okay, here's what the question that nobody... He's unaware of it. Alright? He would rethink everything. had he one inkling of this, is that Queen Hot Sexy Pants may not want dude. And there's your decision. There's your choice. What are you going to do? And then we got the Empress. I don't know where this came from, but it's out here. Got the Empress twice. I guess it got left out. One for you now. Ten of Swords, a dead end, a breakdown, breakup, divorce, backstab, ruin, rock bottom, and failure. I think this is ending. It's you don't want him now. He wrecked you, and that wrecked the relationship. But see, it's because you gave up being Queen Hot Sexy Pants. Do you see what I'm saying? Tell me in the comments. One for how to see. Seven of Cups. Focus, action, clarity, cognizant, seeing a clear choice, and a concrete decision must be made. And one for the Emperor. Three of Wands. This is a couple kissing. They've just gotten married. Manifest your dreams. Manifesting big developments, travel for pleasure, work, or love, level up and progress. He doesn't know what's going on. Judgment. You need the call. You need a new spiritual story. You need forgiveness. Perhaps he does as well. Perhaps this awakening is that we are all monsters. And you need to reevaluate it. There, you do have a purpose, rebirth, action, decision, and renewal. This is a card of forgiveness and heeding the call. That was almost impossible to see there. A calling to be generous in spirit. But Queen Hot Sexy Pants doesn't want old dude. Oh, an animal spirit. Dear, gentleness, break it to him gently. Break it to me gently. This is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. The grace, sensitivity, and gentleness of this spirit animal echo the qualities brought forth when living from the heart. Break it to me gently. Ooh. Ten of Pentacles. Do it. You'll recover really quick, and it'll be better immediately, money-wise anyway.